What's up, everyone? This is Nate, and I am back with another Out of the Theater review. Now, I went to check out an early afternoon showing of Alien Romulus, the latest in the Alien franchise, a movie that I was actually very much looking forward to seeing. August has been pretty rough, in my opinion, so far. Like, everything I've seen, I have not liked. So I was hoping that this would be the movie to bring it back to respectability this month. And I'm going to give you my 2 cents, spoiler free, of course. But before I do, if you would please consider subscribing to the channel and hit the bell icon. That way you get notified every time new videos drop. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. Leave me a comment. Did you see this? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you want to see it? Do you not want to see it? I want to know your opinion as well. Let me just tell you right now, I'm a fan of the Alien franchise. I love the original Alien. I love Aliens. I actually don't hate Alien 3. I don't think it's great, but I find it watchable. I hate Alien Resurrection, okay? I really enjoyed Prometheus, and I think Alien Covenant's fine. Overall, to me, Resurrection's the only one that I like flat out, I do not like at all. And then 3 is probably the next weakest. But so I was looking forward to this movie going in. I know Fede Alvarez. I like Don't Breathe quite a bit. I liked his Evil Dead remake. I did not like his girl with the dragon tattoo movie. I was not a fan of that. So he's coming off of a kind of a movie, and I like Kaylee Spaney. She's in this movie. So I was like, okay, cool. And I gotta say, I loved this movie. I loved it. Without going into no spoilers or specifics, this very much feels like a film that was made by a very talented filmmaker who is also a fan of this franchise. It really does. It does not feel like a movie that was someone who's good at directing but maybe doesn't like the movie, or someone who likes the movie but is not a good filmmaker. This was like the perfect blend of someone with talent and skill and a fan. And it shows through and through. This fits right in with this franchise. It takes place between the first Alien movie and Aliens, the sequel. It takes place right in the middle. And what they did that was smart, which a lot of these other franchises just, they don't like to do, is even though this technically in the timeline takes place after Alien, this is not really a sequel to Alien while still having elements of that movie that matter in this movie. And it does not erase everything that came after it. A lot of times, I think like Halloween 2018, and there's been a few other movies. The Texas Chainsaw does this all the time. The horror is usually the ones that do it, but they'll make a sequel that will erase everything else after. And this does not do that. This is just a story that fits right in between those two movies. And what happened in Alien matters. What happened in Aliens doesn't matter yet because it hasn't happened in the story. However, if you are a big fan of this franchise, there are nods to so many things in this movie, not just Alien. There are nods to Aliens, which was cool that they were able to do that, even though it hadn't happened yet. And it's not forced. It doesn't feel forced to me. It felt natural, organic within the story they were telling. But you also get nods to Prometheus in this movie, which was very cool. Even like a musical cue, that was pretty cool. And even like the game, like Alien Isolation, this has some of that in there. Another big win here, practical effects. There is some CGI, but the aliens, the xenomorphs, are practical, which I loved. It's like guys in suits moving around. They don't overshow them, which I think some of the sequels started to do. This feels very much like Alien in that way, but they look great. The face huggers are creepy. That's been mostly the trailers and the advertisements. It seems like it's been a lot of face hugger stuff. I don't think they overuse them. I think they're used the right amount. Yeah, there's probably some CGI with them crawling around and stuff, but it looks fantastic. The set design, amazing. Love the setting of it. Love the visuals. The music is fantastic. This is a great movie. It really is. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Negatives, I would say, I don't really have many negatives. I think there was a couple of decisions that a couple of characters made that irked me. And I would say that's the only thing that's going to minus for me here, because one thing like Alien, for example, like everything everyone did made sense. Whereas here, there's 1 or 2 times where a character will do something that's like, why in the world would you possibly do that? And that's that sort of horror movie trope where someone makes a stupid decision to serve the plot. So I didn't love that. That would be my only negative, is that happens 2 times that I stuck out to me. And the characters overall, like, they're interesting, but some are better than others. I love what they do with Andy. Andy is like the android in this movie, or the synthetic human, whatever it is. I loved his whole arc. I loved his relationship with our main character. I thought this movie was great. They also do something that Alien Resurrection totally failed at, and they do it extremely well in this movie. And that's all I'll say. I loved it. I thought it was great. If you're a fan of the franchise, I think you will enjoy it quite a bit. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. One of my favorite movies, I think, definitely of the summer, maybe of the year. We'll see. Anyway, I will be back next week with another Out of the Theater review. And until then, take it easy.